Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Pwny Montana, and in this video we're going to be going over Gun Bunch, the Gun Bunch playbook. There are a lot of Gun Bunch playbooks, so we're not going to be doing it the same way I did the trips tight end video. We're going to be doing it a little bit differently. We're just going to be going over every single play in that playbook to showcase which plays are the best. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below on anything Madden 22 related, and I myself will look into it, post something about it, let me know. But obviously, the more you let me know, the better that I can sit there and help you guys out if you guys need anything. Now, I was gonna upload Madden 22 content, but unfortunately they did not release the EA Access trial, so I wasn't able to get my hands on it. I'm not gonna react to someone else's video. You guys can do that on your own time. Today we're gonna be showcasing Gun Bunch. Now, there were too many playbooks for Gun Bunch, so we're only gonna go over two of them, which is regular Gun Bunch and then Gun Bunch Offset. Two solid, very good playbooks, staples in the Madden community. Last year you were either running trips tight end or bunch, one or the other. Now, which bunch, you might ask? That's what we're going over today. We're gonna go over every single play in the Gun Bunch formation, starting with the 5-1-8 hook. Very solid play. I would use it. It's the S route is pretty solid. You could create your own spacing with certain hot routes, but we're not gonna go over any hot routes. We're just gonna go over the plays and which ones you guys should look for if you guys are looking for a good bunch to run in Madden 22. Bench pivot, one of the best plays in Bunch last year until they ended up patching the game. It still worked very well, but it definitely wasn't, it didn't hit as well as it used to, but it was still good. Then you got Bill's verticals is a staple in any bunch formation. Bunch trail, I'm gonna let you guys know this right now. This used to be a staple, but the corner route just wasn't that great, and then post route stopped being as good as they did because of the spacing. For some reason, safeties used to close in on post routes very easily last year. I don't know why. Hopefully that's changed this year, because if someone's running a cover two, you want that deep middle is supposed to be open. So bunch trail, post routes are back. Remember I said that, because that's gonna be something that you guys are gonna want to look at. Another thing that you guys are gonna want to see is this clear out FL in and this SE out play. I'm gonna let you guys know this right now, a little secret before Madden actually drops. Deep blues are awful this year. They are bad this year, and you guys are going to be able to exploit them in a lot of different ways. And two very good plays. One of the best plays, honestly, is this FLN play, because that fade route is right where the slot is, which means he's just going to get over, and you're going to be able to launch that right over his head. The SE out play, the best part about this play is the tight end post. That is what makes the play so good. So hopefully you guys are taking a look at these plays. Now again, if corner routes or C routes are back, corner strike is going to be 100% back as well. Make sure you guys are looking out for that. Do not run a counter Y. Counters are always horrible. Cross, this play will be good depending on how the spacing and how deep that crosser gets. The deeper cross, curl flat, curl play, don't run that. Curls attack, good spacing, maybe in the end zone. If you guys are looking for, you know, a good 2-3 yards, solid play. Deep attack, post route isn't sharp enough for me to run that. And then you got deep corner. Again, if post routes are back, like I'm telling you, this is going to be a great play to include into your playbooks. Same thing with this FL pivot play right here. And then you got end around and fake reverse. As a Madden player, I'm going to tell you guys right now, do not run these plays. Just don't. I'm not even going to get into it. There's no reason to. Just don't run them. Then you got flanker drive. Basic, but again, it has that post route if you guys are playing like DC or something like that. This year, none of the competitive tournaments are on DC or on regs or on any game mode that is not going to allow you to use your own playbook. So they're probably not going to waste a lot of resources on draft champions or MUT champ. I forgot what it's called, but they're not going to waste any resources. MUT drafts, that's what it is. Mulligan, my bad, forgot the name. Flood, great play, staple in most bunches last year. It might not be as good this year, because last year it relied on a low ball for us to be able to get that play, so that the user had to go try to play that. It relied on a low ball. This year, who knows if cornerbacks are going to be a little bit more aggressive. They mentioned that in the patch notes, but who knows? Flood, very good play. Read option and base, very two good runs. Now that people don't know what the difference is between bunch offset and regular bunch. Bunch offset, the running back isn't parallel to where the quarterback is. He's a couple steps back. So like, instead of being like right next to him like he is in bunch and offset, he's to the right of the quarterback but a couple steps back, so that you know you can kind of get a little bit of a little bit of speed and acceleration as he's like going for a handoff or something like that. So in regular gun bunch, that's where you have the halfback base. In bunch offset, there isn't a halfback base, but there is a read option. And another thing, slip screens. I don't know if there's one in the bunch offset. We'll go over that, but screens get overlooked because it's supposed to be like if someone's blitzing you heavy, screens are the way that like a bum takes care of that, and they dump it down to the running back, get a nice little gain of 20 yards, and they never touch it again. But screens are very good. Don't be one of those people. Screens are very good, and you want the screens to go to the same side as the running back. You don't want the running back to be coming across your screen for a screen pass. It's going to create a lot of bad things, a lot of bad throws, possibly some interceptions. You just don't want that for your own team. It's just not good. Halfback sweep, don't run it. It's solid, but it's not like a good play, but it's not that bad either. If it's in your playbook and you're looking for a run play, why not go for it? But in my opinion, I personally just won't touch halfback sweep. I'm looking for halfback base or a read option or an inside zone. I didn't even know bunch had an inside zone like that, but apparently it does. Then you got inside cross, solid play to mix in, but it's not one that I'm looking for bunch. The main plays that you are going to be looking for, honestly, SE out, FL in, this bench pivot. If posts are back, bunch trail is going to be one of them. But let's get right back into it. I kind of went off track. You got jet pull shallow. I'm telling you right now, this outside route with the wide receiver is going to end up beating man coverage. The third wide receiver here is going to end up beating man coverage. And if he does, that might be deep enough to create some decent spacing between the routes if you have like hot route master. Another staple in the bunch community, the mesh play, the mesh plays in general. So you got mesh post, and mesh spot. Now, before I say anything or go off to the next play, mesh post and mesh spot, the reason why these are two of the better plays is because the running back route, you can create certain hot routes to make it so that running back route gets open a lot of the time. And it's a very, very good play for the red zone, for you end zone people that are, that are like between like 5 to 8 yards between, trying to get into the end zone. This is a great play for you guys to run. Most people prefer mesh post because of the post route coming across, so you kind of have to use one or the other, but very good play for both of them. You guys can kind of create the same kind of route concepts in each of them. Next, we got Pat's curl flat, one of the best bunch plays ever. Gets above mostly every single cloud, every single purple. The only thing that really plays it is the I'm talking about the corner route. It's a very deep corner route. The only thing that plays it is like a deep blue has to come down if they have like good enough zone or good enough coverage sets to actually break off of the route that they're already guarding to come down and guard that. Next, we have Pat Sale. Super good play, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if the C route is back, Pat Sale is gonna be one of the best, if not the best play in Madden. Post cross, another play that I believe is in the West Coast playbook. If the posts are back, be on the lookout. I'm just saying that right now. You got reverse, don't ever run it. Ravens trail is a good stock play if you guys are trying to find some decent coverage. Now, if this little sharp angled post route beats man coverage again, it's gonna be another good year for bunch runners. I promise you that. Smash return, just like bench pivot. Spacing switch. The spacing on this play, extremely good, extremely solid. This is definitely one that you guys are gonna want to check out if you guys are in that looking for like 2-3 yards. You're not running this if you're expecting expecting to take the top off, but you know, 2-3 yards and you're looking for it, a low ball is coming. Spacing switch is a very good play to run. Speed dig is looking like it might be solid, depending, again, a lot of these routes are dependent on if they can beat man coverage this year. And I know for a fact that crossers are doing a solid job depending on the acceleration, but I could be wrong. Remember, the game's not out yet. And then we have stick. Stick was a major good play for bunch runners. It had a sharp, quick corner route that a lot of people couldn't stop, or it would just come too quick. Pause. And sometimes you'd be able to motion that guy over and create nice, like a nice post route that was sharp enough to beat man coverage, but deep enough to get over the top of most coverages, which was very, very good. Again, you got verticals, tight end hook, very underrated play on top of this Z spot play. And that's pretty much it when it comes to this gun bunch playbook. Now at the end of the video, I'll tell you guys the 3 main playbooks that you guys are going to want to choose and why, but let's just head on right over to the gun bunch offset, because this one's not as long and there's not as many playbooks with these playbooks. So immediately 5-1 hook we went over, bench pivot we went over, bunch trail we went over, counters we're never gonna run them, and curl flat we went over. But this bunch drive play, very underrated play, creates decent separation. And the tight end route, this tight end route that has that looks like a little out route, it plays more like a corner route, and a lot of the times it beats man coverage. So hopefully it's back. Next on this list is the reason why people run this bunch offset, is this double post play. You make one hot route, and that's putting one person on a drag, and immediately you had the best play in the game last year. You could spam it you can spam it an entire day, and you will literally be able to beat most people with just this play alone. Again, you got a flood play, a staple for bunch runners. You got a halfback cross screen. You don't ever want to run this. This will end up leading to nothing but bad things for you, and I just don't want that for you, honestly. So don't ever run it. Draw plays are decent. Inside zone split, this is going to be a little iffy. A little iffy. They're either extremely good or extremely bad, and for my personal experience, they've been awful. Next, you got the mesh spot, the mesh post, same thing, very good plays. You got that jet pull shallow. PA dig fork though, this is a play that a lot of people, the dig fork was the one that destroyed man coverage, even if they have like one step ahead and you had your route running chemistry or ability. PA dig fork, staple in this bunch offset playbook, very, very good play. You also have an outside zone out of this playbook. Don't run it. There's no need to run it unless you see major pressure coming from the side that you're running, from the opposite side of where you're running towards. Don't ever run this outside zone. Handoffs seem to be kind of slower, and you don't want to sit there and be stuck getting hit in the backfield because you're trying to run an outside zone. It's not worth it. Again, another option, and again, this playbook isn't as deep as the bunch playbook, the regular bunch, but it does have 2 very good plays, which is this PA dig fork, this double post, and that's pretty much it. But the plays were so good, especially if C routes are back. If C routes are back, I guarantee you that this double post is going to be all the way back. There isn't going to be a zone coverage to stop it, unless you're literally sending 10 people out in coverage while having one rush the quarterback. That's just the only way that it's going to work properly. Again, Z spot, very good play. Z spot and go, same thing. Very good play to confuse people. But you know, obviously most of the bunch plays, they're carbon copies of each other, but there are certain plays that separate the weak from the obsolete ones, and let's just go over which ones I believe are going to be the best ones. And I'm going to start off with the bunch offset one, and that is going to be the Colts playbook. The Colts playbook is looking like the best bunch in the game right now. From bench pivot to curl flat to flood to the double post to mesh post to the PA read play, which is just like the PA dig fork one, to the speed dig that might end up destroying man coverage, to a verts play, to a read option play. This is going to be one of the best bunches in the game, hands down. If you guys are looking for bunch offset with the double post, make sure you guys are checking out the Colts playbook. Number 2 on this list, that's it for the bunch off set. We're gonna go, I believe it was the Seahawks, and because it has the clear out in, clear out SE out. Like I said, staple in the Madden community because of how good that play was. You got a bench pivot, very good. Bunch trail, if the post route's good, this play's gonna destroy. Then you got the clear out SE out, which is one of the favorite plays of bunch runners, with that tight end post with the deep fade going over the top, with a flood and a halfback base and a decent slip screen and a mesh post route and a read option. This playbook is going to be extremely good if you guys are bunch runners. And then last but not least, we are going to be looking at the Washington Redskins playbook. Gun bunch with the clear out FL in. One of the best plays for bunch runners to use. Again, you got a bench pivot, a trail, a cross, a flood, halfback base, the slip screen, the mesh post, the Z spot, and the verticals, and the spacing switch with the speed out that might be crazy this year depending on your abilities. But again, the Washington, did I call them the Redskins? I'm just calling the Washington football team. That's their name. Washington, Seattle, Indianapolis. Those are the 3 bunch playbooks that you guys are going to want to run if you guys are heavy bunch runners. I know this video was a little long, but we definitely went over a lot of stuff regarding the bunch playbook. It's one hell of a playbook, man. It's a great playbook. It's one of the best. It will always be one of the best. Somebody wins something with the bunch playbook every single year, and it's because it's that hard to stop. And these are the pivotal set strongest plays in those playbooks. That's enough talking for me. I need a drink. My name's Pwny Montana. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If there's any playbook that you guys would like for me to go over, or anything Madden 22 related, it's dropping to either tonight or tomorrow. Sorry for the late upload, but we were expecting the game to drop. But hey, that's not on me. That is on EA and the community for kind of like hounding them about it. But hey, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below again. And as always, man, 2 fingers, deuces. Peace out, you guys.